All right, Shalom, Kal Halayim, Wahawad, La Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught us this truth and continually teach us this truth. And peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect that's laboring in this word of truth sincerity. All right, Lord willing, this could be an edifying lesson. And as you can see, the title is Jacob's Trouble Will Far Pass Our Own Imagination. You know, Jacob's trouble will far pass our own imagination because when you read the scriptures, we know it's going to be a rough time, but we visualize, what the scriptures say how it's going to be, but seeing it, it's still going to surpass our own imagination, and what prompted me to do this lesson is that my woman had a vision. I had shared it with the brothers in the chat, and I'm gonna go into that vision that she had. I'm gonna pull up the screenshots because I had screenshotted, the messages that she sent me. And she tends to have a lot of visions. A lot of brothers that got, women, a lot of brothers, women, be having visions that, that they share, and brothers share those visions. So, I want to share this, and then I'm gonna get some scriptures. But anyway, this is how it started. So she said she in her dream, she said she saw where, and I'm gonna break it down. She said she saw where China came over here for a visit and to help our country out. Well, she put like apostrophes around help, like she knew that they really wasn't over here to help. And she said there was nurse, army, etc. Okay, and pretty much what she was seeing was these UN soldiers coming over here, because you're gonna have, when martial law is declared, which Trump is already speaking about Trump declaring martial law. So when martial law is declared, a lot of these, of course, you got the military already dispersed. They've been doing military drills. They've been pushing tanks and military vehicles throughout the country. But you're going to have foreign soldiers come over here. So that's what she was seeing. And as I read more in the vision she had, you will see, and I'm gonna filter it through the scriptures, of course. But anyway, she said that there was nurse and army. She said it caused a big scene. A lot of people didn't want them over here. She said there was riots and more. She said, I remember at one point the sky was a bloody red orange, but in my dream, all I saw was 444 or 111 or 777. It was everywhere, but it was so different here. It didn't look the same. So she said it didn't even look the same, man. This country was in turmoil, Shalom, brother. Yahweh Bashem Yahshua Barakatah. Shalom. I mean, Yahweh Bashem Yahshua Barakatah. I didn't see Aaron Jacobs right there. Shalom to all you brothers. And it, where was I at? Oh, she said, but it was so different here. It didn't even look the same. She said people started having their own area where they just start shooting if you get near them. So people was coming together, and pretty much, they was forming militias, and if you was to come in a territory, they would shoot you on sight. That's what she was seeing in her vision. Brother put Khan. And then she said the cars didn't work. So there was an EMP that went off. All right. She said, she could, which because I kept asking her questions. I read the questions I asked and then read, what she responded, and she has a lot of vision. She told me that sometimes she don't be wanting to tell me because she think that, I be not believing her, or she'll think that I may think that she crazy, but I be telling her like, no, tell me, tell me, because these dreams, these visions that you get, and they all link up with the scriptures. But anyway, to keep going, and I don't You know, I'm gonna reread it too when I start bringing the scriptures out. And she said, and some people look different. And I said, what you mean by people look different? She said, like they didn't have a feeling, or like they was half dead. They was just there to be there. And then I said, probably because of the vaccine. And she said, and it was like I was walking through. She said, I didn't see you because I asked her. I said, where was me and you? You know what? You know, I was trying to get as much details as possible. But she said that she was just walking through, that she didn't see me, or, you know. And I said, what was the army doing? She said it was like I seen different scenes of a movie. And then I had said, what was the army doing? Then I said, what was these numbers doing when you saw them? What did they look like? Because she said she saw 444, 777, and 111. And then she answered and said, when I said what was the army doing, she said, and they was walking around bossing people. And she said that's why people wanted them to leave, because they was taking over. So the military was over here, you know, pretty much, you know, martial law was declared. And she said the people didn't want them here because they was taking over. And that's exactly what's going to happen, man. The military is going to come and they're going to shut down the states, which, before I continue, you know, in her vision, you know, I'm going to go ahead and get some scriptures. And you brothers already know where I'm going, man, because we coming into the fulfillment of 2nd Esdras 15 and 2nd Esdras 16. All right. This is 2nd Esdras chapter 15, I'm going to start at verse 14. It says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein. And woe means destruction. And that's all that's coming, man, destruction. She said that this place didn't even look how it looked. It looked way different. She said it was looking like she was seeing scenes of a movie. You know, and I'm not done. It's more to the vision, you know, but I just want to get these precepts out real quick. You know, it says, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. And that's what's coming, man. You know, nothing but death and blood is about to be everywhere. You know, like the scriptures say, the slain of the Lord shall be at that day from one end of the earth even to the other. They shall not be lamented nor buried. They shall be dung upon the ground. And she's going to say that too. You know, as I continue on in the vision, she was seeing dead bodies everywhere. And you know, beginning with the apostles and elders of Great Millstone on down, you know, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, brothers been telling you that these times was coming, man. But it's going to surpass our own imagination. When we actually see it, it's gonna surpass what we even thought Jacob's trouble was gonna be. And if you ain't got Yahweh Shem Yahushua with you in these days, man, you know, hey man, it's gonna be terrifying. Even Esdras said, woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? Because when he was seeing it, he was scared, you know. But the beautiful thing about it, you know, she was seeing these spiritual numbers, you know, 444 meaning mercy, you know, which we need mercy, man. You know, and I've been seeing 444 a lot lately. And 777, which means, you know, completion. And then she was seeing 111, you know, which I don't know what 111 mean, but, you know, Uramla said in the chat that 11 represents destruction, I believe, you know. But I'm going to keep going. It says, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. And what's the modern day sword? The gun. And that's what people are going to be using. Like she said that that people pretty much, they had their own territories, and if you was to go in they territory, they would shoot you on sight. You know, and that's going to happen. You're going to have, you know, militias and people coming together, just like in that movie, The First Purge. You had, you know, Jake and his little crew, and then you had other people, you know, coming together. You know, they had guns and all that. That's how it's gonna be out here, man. You know, and she was seeing that, and she say that the military was bossing people around, and people didn't want them here. You know, brother put 2nd Esdras chapter 8 verse 50. Shalom, brother Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barakatah. For many great misery shall be done to them that in the latter times shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. Right, man. Many great miseries are getting ready to come upon these people, man, because they walking in. Even how the hell can you still be walking in great pride with everything that's going on, even with this whole COVID? You know, I got to be careful what I say. You know, they'll cut the stream. You know, everything that's been going on, you could clearly see that we in the end. You know, even people that I speak to at work know what time we in, but people still proud, man. You know, our people still proud. That's why Yahweh Shemel Shah gonna bring these great miseries, man. And he's been warning, man. He's been warning, you know, by his prophets. You know, the Lord always warns you repeatedly before he brings the judgment, you know. But anyway, it says, for there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes. It says, in the course of their actions shall stand in their power. And that's what she was seeing too, you know, in her vision. You know, how she said that, which matter of fact, let me go back to it. And then, you know, of course I'm gonna continue. She said, where was it at? Yeah, she said, and they was walking around bossing people. That's why people wanted them to leave, because they was taking over, you know. And then as I, you know, I'm gonna keep reading the vision, but let me finish this out, you know. It says, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. And that's how it's gonna be, man. When martial law is declared, which you can't say we conspiracy theorists now, because it's out there that Trump, they talking about, you know, declaring martial law. And the brother Atazawam sitting in chat how Trump said that because Trump got 30 days left in office, and he was saying how he was going to bring more hell his last 30 days in office, you know. So we definitely, you know, man, if you know, we still got some days left. You know, we pretty much about to be in 2021, but hey, man, something big could still happen before the end of this year. But if not, man, Lord willing, 2021 start off, you know, hot and heavy, man. You know, and it says, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. It says, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. And what did Yahweh Shah say? Yahweh Shah said, because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold, man. People out here, they ain't going to give a fuck no more, man. You know, people not going to have no morals, no boundaries. If there's a little girl walking down the street, somebody gonna grab her and eat her up, man, right there on the spot. You know, throw her in the pit, start cooking her, man. That's how it's gonna be. You know, cannibalism gonna be out here. You know, people not gonna have no kind of respect for anybody. Everybody gonna be in survival mode. You know, but I'm gonna go back to this to the vision. You know, I'm gonna continue on. Let me see where I left off. Okay, I'm gonna read this again, then continue. She said, and they was walking around bouncing people, talk about the military. That's why people wanted them to leave, because they was taking over. And I said, so how you know the cars didn't work? Because she said the cars didn't work, you know. And she said, and it was just there. She said every scene I saw. Oh no, because when I was asking her the question, she wasn't answering them like immediately. She was answering the previous question before she answered the next question. So right here, she's answering the question when I asked her, because remember she said she seen 444, 777, and 111 everywhere. And I said, what were the numbers doing? You know, and where did you see them at? She said it was just there. Every scene I saw, it was there. Sometimes spray paint or on a piece of paper. So she saw these numbers, you know. And then she said, to answer when I said, so how you know the cars didn't work? She said, and I saw people trying to use it. Nothing worked. So she said there was no electricity, you know? And then I said, so you seen these numbers random? And then she said, let me see, did I? Skip a screenshot. Yeah, so I said, you seen these numbers random? She said, I don't know, but it was like America was getting taken over. She said, it was so dark here. I said, what you mean by it was so dark? She said, like the sky was your light. That's all. She said, there was no daylight. She said, it just stayed bloody red orange. She said, the sky was bloody red orange. That's symbolic of death. It's going to be death everywhere, man. You know, the scriptures call this place the valley of the shadow of death, man. You know, and if you ain't got Yahweh Shem Yahushua with you, man, you ain't gonna make it. You know, you're gonna be a sheep without a shepherd. You know, you ain't gonna have no protection. What you gonna do? Trust in a gun? Even if you do endure martial law and you endure the famine and you endure, you know, all these tribulations, you still gonna have to deal with the missiles. You know, so it ain't you're not gonna escape, man. But anyway, I said, what else do you remember? Did you speak with anybody? And she said, no, I didn't. I just watched. I said, you seen people dying? She said, and I remember seeing these black lines in the sky. And she said, and yes, I did. So she seen people dying and she saw these black lines in the sky, you know? And I said, black lines in the sky, what did they look like? Now she was telling me this over the text. So when I see her, you know, it's when you speak, you know, face to face, you get better understanding. You know, all this was over the text. So I'll, you know, get the understanding of what those black lines in the sky was. You know, maybe she was seeing jets, maybe, you know, I don't know what she was seeing right there. But she said just black lines in the sky. And she said, and there was bodies everywhere. And the people just walked by them like it was normal. She saw dead bodies everywhere. And she said people just walked by them like it was normal. And it is going to become the new normal. Just like wearing the mask is the new normal. If you go back 5 years ago and you saw somebody walking around with a mask, you'll look at them like, you know, why does, you know, and I remember seeing people that, like when I used to work at a convenience store, come in with a mask, I would look at them strange, like, why the hell they got a mask on? But now it's the new normal. That's how it's going to be with dead bodies, man. This is 2nd Esdras chapter 16, verse 22. It says, for many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy, and the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them, for the earth shall be wasted, and the city shall be cast down. You know? So what she was seeing was exactly that. It was dead bodies everywhere, and she said that it was the new normal, you know? And brothers is having visions, man, of what we getting ready to come into. You know, the brother Elder Kazak did a live stream yesterday, and he was going into a brother's vision where he was seeing kids getting tortured in concentration camps. You know, you Jakes, man, we've been telling you who your enemy is, man. We've been telling you that the so-called white man, you know, which are the Edomites, we've been telling you that they hate you, man, and you think this man don't hate you just because he give you a stimulus check, just because he may give you a high position, he give you $1 million. Man, this man is getting ready to show you 100% how he feel about you, man, and it's going to surpass, you know, when we was in slavery. It's going to surpass 70 AD. It's going to surpass all the hell that we caught from Esau. And the reason why is because the elites know that if they don't get rid of us, that they're going into slavery, man. They know the prophecy, so they're going to come harder than they ever came, man. And that's why we need that standard. That's why, you know, the Lord said he's going to lift up that standard, man. He's going to give brothers that spiritual power, man, you know, to defend ourselves and to magnify his name. You know, that's the time we coming into. All right. But I'm gonna go back to the vision she had. So she said, and they was just bodies everywhere. The people just walked by them like it was normal. She said you could tell some of the people was off, like I said earlier. And I said they were zombified. And she said she's going to answer it after this text because she was just typing, so she wasn't answering my questions in order. But she said, I didn't see no birds nor animals, you know? She said, and to answer when I said were they zombified, she said, and kinda, like they wasn't walking slow or doing nothing like the movies. She said it was just like they knew their life was over, and that's the state that people gonna be in, man. They just gonna give up. People, when martial law is declared and the mark of the beast, which is the RFID chip, is made mandatory, and like the scriptures say, they shall be like madmen sparing none, you know. And this devil is not just gonna have martial law troops out here, man. He's gonna have, this man got a whole lot of technology that he hasn't showed the world that he's gonna have out here. He's gonna have robots. You see, they got super soldiers, man. You know, and you saw in that Simpsons episode where it showed January 2021 and all hell broke loose, and it was a FEMA robot with guns on it. This man been making robots, man. You remember that movie RoboCop that came out back in the day? Esau got shit we ain't seen, man. Like, we can't forget he was blessed with the sword. This man has some, I mean, to us it's highly advanced, you know. He has some highly advanced technology, man. And he's gonna bring all of it out. So people just gonna, like, you know, people gonna submit. After a while, people gonna realize that they don't have a fighting chance. So they just gonna submit. That's why she said that they was just, she said it was like they just knew their life was over. Like, people just threw in the white flag, man. That's how bad it's gonna get. These people, you know, they gonna give up. You know, they gonna be like, man, you know, I might as well just take the chill. That's how these people gonna be thinking, because it's gonna be that bad, man. You know, they ain't got no integrity or any hope. See, us brothers that the Lord blessed with the gift of faith, we understand that if we have to lose our life, now of course we hope and pray the Lord gives us the spirit if that's our lot, because man's goings are of the Lord. But if that is our lot, we understand that we're going to be risen first. We completed our mission if we have to die. So we have hope. Even unto death we have hope. But these people, man, they don't have anything to comfort them. You know, it's going to be nothing. That's why as soon as all hell break loose, what these people going to do? The scriptures say they shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord, shall not find it. The first thing these people going to do when they see all these, when they see martial law, when they see the chip, when they see, you know, you know, the famine, you know, it ain't no food, it ain't no grocery stores. And I'm just speaking on basic things. It's going to be way worse than that, man. We, like I say, going to the title of the lesson, Jacob's trouble is going to far surpass our own imagination, man. You know, it's things that we can't even visualize when we read the scriptures that we're going to be seeing. But the Lord is going to give us an increased spirit in that day, you know. That's why the scriptures say wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure, man. It's a treasure to fear Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You know, that's a beautiful thing, man. Anyway, keep going. I said, any more details? She said, I'm trying to think. I said, those were UN Gurga martial law soldiers. And she said, they was, with question marks. And I said, people didn't want them here because when they come, they not playing games. They killing on sight, you know? And then, yeah, I did skip a screenshot. Let me see. I may have to go back to the actual text. But she said that the trees was dead. Like, she said everything was dead. She said it looked like there was no life. There was no life in the trees. She wasn't seeing animals. She wasn't seeing birds. Death was just everywhere, man. That's why she said the sky was bloody red orange. She said there was no light. That was your light, the bloody red sky, man. You know, now it may not fully be that way, but that's symbolic of how much death is going to be out here, man. You know, which it could be, you know. No telling what this devil going to do, you know. It says, she said, and then I had sent her that scripture, Jeremiah 25, and 33. And the slain of the Lord shall be at that day from one end of the earth even unto the other end of the earth. They shall not be lamented, neither gathered nor buried. They shall be dung upon the ground. I said, that's what you saw. Dead bodies was dung on the ground, like shit on the ground. Then I said more details, because whenever she shared her visions with me, I always break them down to her. And then she said, yes. She said she said, yes, baby, they was. Everything just didn't have no life to it. And she said it was just so scary. And she said, I believe prisoners was out, you know? And the spirit been on brothers to speak on that, man. How they're going to release these prisoners, all these mental patients. They're going to release these mental patients, man. And there's people that's in these mental constitutions that they got to be strapped down 24 hours. You know, when the workers come in, first thing they do, pop their medicine in their mouth to calm them down because they be on there shaking, want to break out, kill somebody. Man, like the Lord said, which I'm going to go ahead and get that, man. This is, before I continue on, this is Sirach, chapter 39, verse 28. It says, there be spirits gone. Get out of here. Cat's all in the way. All right, reading this again, it says, there be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. So there's spirits that Yahweh Shem Yahushua created just to be used for vengeance, man. You're going to have Jeffrey Dahmer for you brothers who know who that is. You know, the serial killer who was going to gay bars. He was mainly targeting homo Jakes, and he would take them home and put on the Exorcist movie, conjure up all them demons and beat them to death, kill them. You're going to have a bunch of, because it's a lot of serial killers still here, but the Lord really got their spirit on a low vibration right now. It's a lot of people that be wanting to kidnap women, rape them. Even my woman said that not too long ago, over there at her grandma's house, she kept seeing this white van, come and park at the end of the driveway at nighttime, just sitting there, man. Because she said that these neighbors across the streets, they Edomites, they would have their kids out and the parents wouldn't even be watching them. Their kids would just be out there, man. So you have, these people are still here, but the Lord really got their vibration low. But when the time comes, when there's no more 911, it's no more, you can't pick up the phone and call help. Man, the Lord is going to release these spirits out here, man. And it's a lot of men in these prisons that when they get out, the first thing they're going to do is go for their baby mom, because a lot of them locked up because of their baby mama. Or they just gonna look for whatever woman they can see. They don't care if you a dyke. They don't care if you a lesbian bitch, And you dyke bitches, you gonna know that you a woman in that day, acting all masculine and shit. When they get released, man, the first thing, and then they gonna have freedom to do what they want to do. Like the movie The First Purge, when they let that Jake out, and they told him he could do whatever he wanted to do. He could kill. He could do whatever. These people are going to have liberty to wreak havoc. And Esau was going to allow it so that he could bring the order out of chaos, man. But those are these spirits created for vengeance, man. You got some people in these mental house that if they get out, they're going to kill everything they see, And even this one man had got out of prison due to COVID. And as soon as he got out, he had murdered somebody, man. Showing you what? The Lord got a lot of these spirits created for vengeance caged up, waiting for the time of Jacob's trouble, man. But anyway, it says, I'm going to read it again. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. It says, fire and hell and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. And that's what's going to be out here, man. You're going to have famines, death, pestilence, everywhere, man. And if you ain't got the covering of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man, then you gonna get taken over, man, by these vengeance, you know. And that's why the Lord said He's gonna make a man of the Lord more precious than fine gold, because people gonna see a man of the Lord and they're gonna see that everything that's happening is not affecting them. They're gonna see that, you know, they ain't ate in 4 or 5 days. They looking in the damn trash can, and they see you. You know, you sane, you stable. You look like you've been eating, look like you being taken care of. They're going to see the power. They're going to see the divine power, because Yahweh Shem Shai is getting ready to magnify His name on the right hand side, like we've never seen, man. And it's been a long time since the Lord really showed His power on the right hand side. See, the Lord deals with balance. Yeah, you're going to have Jacob's trouble, all this death out here, but the Lord deals with balance. You're going to have on the right hand side His men gonna be good, and he's doing that not for us, but to magnify His holy name. You see, His name is getting ready to be magnified on the highest level, man. You know. But anyway, keep going. It says, teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction. It says they shall rejoice in His commandment. See, these spirits that the Lord, man, they like a pit bull on a chain, man. You know, when you got a pit bull tied up and say a cat or, you know, something walk by, that pit bull foaming at the mouth, trying to get off that chain, get loose. That's how these spirits is, man. They just waiting on that go from Yahweh Shem Shai. That's the only thing that's holding them back. It says they shall rejoice in His commandment, and they shall be ready upon earth when need is. So they on go. The Lord, hey, you know how Jake be like, I got them stuffers, I got them hitters, they on go. Man, the Lord got these spirits, man. They ready, man. You know? It says when need is, and when their time is come, they shall not transgress His word. So when the Lord give them the order to go, they going, man. They not gonna transgress His word, man. You know, they're not gonna have pity. You know, they gonna do what He ordered them to do, man. Death is gonna be everywhere out here soon, man. And we know that the scripture said, you know, but you know, her telling me that, you know, in her vision, how she saw that it was normal. It's gonna be the new normal, man. You know, people, you gonna see somebody getting eaten to death. You know, people, and that's gonna be normal. That's how bad it's gonna be out here. You know, it says, and all these movies Esau made, it don't even come close, because every time Esau makes a movie, like that movie, The Book of Eli, you know, which that's a highly spiritual movie, but what happened at the end? They Edomite bitching up getting spiritual power, man. Esau always puts these women over the men, having women beating up 10, 11 men. That's not happening in Jacob's Trouble. You're not going to have no woman doing some Bruce Lee shit, you know, fighting 12 men way bigger than her. Like even in that movie, The First Purge, you had that skinny ass dyke bitch drop that big fat nigga on the ground, man. That's not, man, the times we're coming into, women gonna know that they need a man of the Lord, man. You know? But you brothers been putting scriptures. Salakia. The brother put Jeremiah 4:30. It says, and when thou art spoiled, what wilt thou do? Though thou clothest thyself with crimson, though thou deckest thee with ornaments of gold, though thou rentest thy face with painting in vain, shalt thou majesty thyself fair, thy lovers will despise thee, they will seek thy life. Or it says, shalt thou make thyself fair, thy lovers will despise thee, and they will seek thy life. Right? So, you know, you people, man, you just gonna be, you ain't gonna know what to do, man. You gonna seek a man of the Lord, but even if you do find a man of the Lord, what the scripture say, they shall not find the words of the Lord, because the Lord, hey, He gonna have His men put up. You know, see, we coming into a time where the brothers that forsook this world and came back to Yahweh Shem Shai, you know, in truth and sincerity, man, you know, Lord willing, we're part of the elect. We about to catch blessings on top of blessings, W's on top of W's, man. Of course, we still gonna be tested and tried, but the Lord is gonna show that He's with us, man. You know, and He's already showing it, but it's on a low level right now. Brother saying 144, 144. I mean 144, 444. You know, 555. All these spiritual numbers, but the Lord is actually going to show us things physically, man. That's the time we coming into. But you people of the world, you ain't gonna have no hope. You gonna be you niggas. Y'all gonna be trusting in a 9mm that's gonna jam on your ass. You know, because you niggas don't even know how to aim nor take care of a nor take care of a gun. You know. But let me see where I left off at. Therefore from the beginning. Well, yeah, I'm gonna leave it with that. But let me continue on this on the vision. All right. So she said, yes, she say, I believe prisoners was out. I said, why you say prisoners was out? Which I did a lesson, you know, last week because the brother Dawadah had said in the chat how I forget where it was at, but it was somewhere where the judge had ordered the sheriff to release 1,800 inmates, including inmates that were in there for murder, you know, all kind of big felonies, which the sheriff, he said he wasn't gonna do it. You know, he ain't do the word of the judge. He said if the judge want him to do it, he gonna make it long. He said he was gonna make the judge read the names one by one and tell him who he want to release. But that's just showing you that, you know, that I mean it's gonna happen anyway, you know, because what this man is gonna do, what his excuse is gonna everything that he's gonna have happen, his excuse is gonna be COVID. You know, oh, COVID is all in the prisons, you know, and we don't have the funds to pay, you know, the what are they called? Correctional officers, you know, we don't have any food or, you know, we don't have, cause these trucks about to shut down, man, you know, and everything is going to lead to all out chaos, you know. And I was speaking with this truck driver today at work, and he say, that a lot of truckers are quitting because of COVID. He told me that. He said that he got a raise out of nowhere, and he say that his raise is where he's receiving an extra $1,200 a month now. And he was saying that, you know, the trucking industry is booming right now because a lot of people a lot of people don't want to drive trucks anymore, you know, because of everything that's going on. And you got truckers going through these states, you know, they getting beaten, grabbed out the truck, beaten, robbed, you know. So when everything shuts down, they're going to have all the excuses they need to release all these prisoners, to release all these mental patients, you know. And even where we teach at camp, one week we had this mental patient, he came out and he was walking up and down the street smelling like piss. And he came up to us, he took his shirt off and shit, and he started screaming and rapping, and, you know, we had to rebuke that demon, you know, get him to calm down, you know. But they gonna be out here, man. We seen it, you know. But and I said, why you say prisoners was out? She said, because I remember seeing a group of people in these red jumpsuits walking around with no fear, looking through houses, etc. And then she said she tried to remember more. So, you know, that's all the details I got. You know, I'm gonna get some more when I see her face to face. But she say, let me read that again. She said they was in red jumpsuits walking around with no fear looking through houses. So when these prisoners get out, they ain't gonna have nobody to stop them, man. And what you think they was looking in these houses for? Of course, they might have been looking for food, you know, water. But I guarantee you that a lot of them was looking for women, you know. And we about to see these women, man. They about to be super covered up soon. You know, they about to have freaking, they about to be looking like Ishmael. These women over here, they about to be covered up because you show a little bit of ass, that's gonna make you a target. You know, a lot of these women, they may disguise themselves and try to look like men. They may shave hey, because you don't want to be a woman in these days, man. You know, you gonna be the new, you gonna be a monetary system. You gonna be used to trade. You know, you women, y'all gonna be getting sold for Fruit Loops and ramen noodles. You know, but yeah, that's it on this vision. You know, she's had other visions of Jekyll's trouble. You know, where she was in a FEMA camp and she seen, you know, her mom and her sister, and she said that they was in these outfits. They had numbers on them, and she was saying how they didn't look happy and how it was a bunch of people there and it was military there. You know, the Lord usually sends her a lot of visions and she's sharing with me, you know, and she's even had visions because I had asked her, I said, did you see the man in the white suit? Because she had visions where she seen angels. She seen, you know, how she described it, you know, tall, dark skinned men, you know, with a big beard, but she couldn't see their face. She said it was like a light on their face. You know, one dream in particular I'm thinking of where she said, I'll share it with you brothers. I already shared it with some brothers in the chat. But she said that all hell broke loose. And she said that me and her was driving in the car. She said I was driving like on some Fast and Furious shit. She said that it was fire everywhere, you know, people was eating each other, you know, and she said that this how she described it, but I broke it down. She said it was this white vehicle that came down. She said it was like the size of 3 buildings. She said it didn't have no doors, no headlights. It didn't look like a car. And she said it was this tall man. You know, he was dark skinned. He had a full white beard. He had a white fro. You know, he was melanated. And she said that it was a light on his face to where she couldn't see his eyes. And she said that he was like telling us to come to him, and he was speaking a different language. She said that he was speaking, and she said that she could tell it was Hebrew. And I said, how could you tell it was Hebrew? And she said, because she be hearing me when I talk to the brothers and we'd be like, Khan, you know, Shalom and that. So she said she knew that he was speaking Hebrew, and she said that we looked happy. You know, she had other visions, you know, I'm not going to share, you know. But, hey, man, Jacob's trouble is going to far surpass our own imagination. You know, the things that's getting ready to, and it could Lord willing, 2021 is the year of salvation, the year of the kingdom. You know, and I was meditating on that at work, you know, and it put me in a good spirit. I was thinking like, man, 2 years from now, you know, Lord willing, you know, of course, way before then, you know, we hasten to the day, but I was just thinking 2 years from now, you know, we gonna, you know, Lord willing, be in the kingdom. And I was thinking that while I was thinking it, I was like, and I'll be thinking about me sitting in that desk, you know, where I was at work, you know, like, you know, we was there, but you know, I was there, but now we finally here in the kingdom, you know, the kingdom, man, it's real close, man, you know. But I'm not gonna keep rambling, you know. I just wanted to share that vision, you know, and Lord willing, it was edifying, you know. But with that, you know, call Halayim, Wahawad, La Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Kakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect. We almost out of here. Stay strong, stay prayed up, you know. Shalom.